This story out of Southern California is fucked up. This is 30-year-old Wan Ting Gong, who is accused of one of the most heinous crimes the Los Angeles area has ever seen, and that's saying something. Prosecutors say he owed $80,000 to a couple, 37-year-old Quanlin Wang and his wife, Jing Li. On October 12th, he allegedly met the husband in the desert and shot him in the head. But it didn't end there. According to authorities, Gong then put the body in his Tesla, drove it back to the couple's home, where he then broke in to attack the wife. Prosecutors say he struck her with a hammer, forced her to give up the password to her phone, and then kidnapped her using her own car. He reportedly then drove the wife to another desert area in San Bernardino, where he shot her and set her body on fire. But wait, there's more. He's also accused of returning to the husband's body, driving it to some other remote spot, and burning it as well. But even that wasn't the end. Authorities say he then returned to the couple's home once more, and then stole something like $250,000 in luxury watches, bags, and clothing. When police caught up with him at LAX, he had just returned from Seattle. He was taken into custody and now faces multiple charges, including murder, kidnapping, and burglary. Prosecutors have labeled the crime as depraved, saying Gong's actions were a desperate attempt to cover up his crimes. It's not clear why he owed the couple $80,000 to begin with, but critics say this case highlights the role money can play in driving people to extreme, violent acts, often in a system that puts more value on profit than people. He could face life without parole or even the death penalty if convicted.
Now that was crazy, you know what I'm saying, that this dude then committed all those crimes, going back on different occasions, different times. Then to be, I mean, man, do you know how much time it takes to go to somebody's house and take them to different places in the desert? You know what I'm saying? It ain't like no 2 minutes. I'm pretty sure he had to travel for some distance. But just think about the type of mental issues this motherfucker got that make you want to come up with a plan like this. Burning folks' body, you know, kidnapping them, robbing them. And then this motherfucker was able to leave out of town. It didn't get captured until he came back in town. It's a good thing he didn't try to go to a foreign country or somewhere where it would have been nearly impossible to get his ass back, you know. It's a good thing he wasn't thinking like that, because we done heard a lot of crazy stuff, and this is by far one of the craziest stories I've ever heard of you going to this couple house, doing things in different spots to these folks, and then was able to go back to their house again, rob them, go out of town. Like, god damn, you really was on a mission of destruction. And I don't mean not only destruction from yourself, but destruction of what you did to them people.
This story out of Indianapolis is fucked up, and the details may be disturbing. This is 39-year-old Derek Sink, a man who, like many of us, had his struggles, but was described as a kind person with a good heart. On a Friday morning, Derek went to the gym, a local Planet Fitness. But what he didn't know is he would never make it out. Hours later, when his family couldn't reach him, they reported him missing that same day. It wasn't until a full 3 days later, on Monday morning, when members at the gym started noticing a horrible smell.
And I was kind of like sniffing, trying not to look crazy, but I was like, something smells really awful here.
It was coming from the tanning rooms. That's when police arrived and made a grim discovery. Derek was found dead inside one of the gym's tanning beds. Derek had been wearing an ankle monitor, which helped authorities confirm that he never left the gym after entering. His family revealed that Derek had been struggling with substance abuse issues, and a syringe was found with him inside the room. Planet Fitness issued a statement expressing sadness over his death and said they're working with local authorities to investigate.
And the tanning bed has a door, I believe, but still, like, why are we not concerned that the door has been closed for 3 days in a row, potentially?
But his family is now calling for stricter policies, saying this shouldn't have happened. They want checklists for staff and more frequent cleaning. According to his mother, Derek was trying to turn his life around, even working at a halfway house to help others in need. This all happened just this week, and his family and friends are devastated. The United States is facing a crisis with drug addiction, yet access to effective treatment remains out of reach for millions because the healthcare industry has decided that making money is more important than saving people's lives.
You mean to tell me don't nobody go over in the damn tanning area? Don't matter if the door is closed or not. Knock on it and make sure that everything is okay. And I just let you know how much people pay attention, because ain't no way in the hell he should have been in there for them many days People just spraying, doing whatever they doing, trying not to find what the hell that smell is, because let me tell you, when food smells, that shit stink. So I couldn't even imagine what a body smelled like. And then to hear that he was on a tether, and they couldn't be like, hey, he's not here, he's been at the gym for this amount of time. You know what I'm saying? If it was past his curfew the next day, he should have been discovered from, you know what I'm saying, that tether. So it sounded like nobody was doing their damn job properly. And it's just sad that, you know, the gym people weren't doing their job properly, his PO or whatever the fuck he was on wasn't doing their job properly. I mean, yeah, they couldn't have saved him, but damn, 3 days, 2 days, a week in a damn gym smelling like that, and all y'all do is spray. Y'all don't go through the whole gym. And most gyms like that, because I used to be able to work out before I got into that car accident. Most gyms like that usually stay open 24 hours. So, I mean, if I got an 8-hour shift, 4-hour shift, and I notice that door been closed longer than an hour, I'm going to see what the hell's going on. But like I said, people wasn't doing their job right. So, man, that just had to been a horrible smell. And I feel bad for the person who had to go discover that. I feel bad for the person who actually had to take him out of that.